Josh Hartnett wanted to be seen as more than a Hollywood heartthrob at the start of his career. The actor, who next stars in the M. Night Shyamalan thriller Trap, had his big screen debut as Jamie Lee Curtis' son in 1998's Halloween H20, 20 years later. That was followed up by The Faculty and The Virgin Suicides, and eventually memorable roles in Pearl Harbor and Black Hawk Down by 2001. Hartnett soon became the object of teen fandom, but he tells people the heartthrob label was frustrating for him at the time. I was frustrated because I assumed audiences cared more about my choices than they did. Audiences mostly just want to be entertained, says Hartnett, 46. While he gravitated to characters who were quite a bit different from the average hero at that point, soon, I did a couple of heroic films and everybody wanted me to play those kinds of roles and that's what I was being offered. Really, he continues. The door kind of shut on those other more interesting characters for me unless I sought them out and kind of helped the directors get them made. The actor recalls learning early on, though, to be very true to myself, says Hartnett, because if I lost that in the midst of all these other opinions and in the midst of all this fame, I might lose myself entirely. And I didn't want that. I was in my early 20s. At that point in your life, your frontal lobe isn't fully formed and your idea of self isn't fully actualized. So to have everybody sort of with a million different opinions on what they would like you to be before you know who you are is not healthy, he says. I knew that at the time. Hartnett says he opted to seek out roles that appealed to him, not the major mainstream projects some expected him to pursue. I didn't want to be defined by other people. I wanted to define myself, and I knew that what I responded to in film was different than what people were offering me, he says.